Hi friends, I'm Sincerely Unique and we are back with more Final Fantasy XIV. This weekend started the Rising 2022. This is my third time doing the Rising. It is an event that didn't mean a lot to me when I was a little sprout because wasn't even a month since I started playing for Final Fantasy XIV here, but here we are 2 years later and this is the 9th Rising, I believe. It's an event that's slowly just become my personal favorite event of the year. Newfound Journey. The Wandering Minstrel has a request for an experienced adventurer. This quest is available for a limited time only. Ah, if it isn't my dear adventurer friend. Pleased am I to see you again. Have you perchance come to join us in remembering the calamity? It's totally not Yoshi P. If you have a moment, there's a favor I would ask of you. Will you not hear me out? In part due to promotional efforts during the recent Moonfire Fair, more people are seeking to take up adventuring. Yeah, that cat boy, huh? Not all are yet wise in the ways of the world, however, and I fear they might fall prey to less principled types in old, oh, believe me, I started around here. I know my way around this. If one such as you were to help them on their way, I would feel more at ease. What say you? Will you not take a fledgling adventurer under your wing? Sure. I'm truly grateful. Now, I believe the carriage is due to arrive shortly. If you go and wait at the gate of Nald, chances are a soul will wander in who has just embarked on a path of adventure. Pray greet them and offer your help. Worry not, you'll have no trouble identifying them. You need but look for someone absorbed in their surroundings. I dare say you will feel like glimpsing into the past, right to the part where you were greeted by a helpful stranger. Oh, this is really interesting because I did start an old Makes me wonder how much they're gonna go into it. I love that Answers just say playing in the background again this year. Do I want any of this? I don't know if I want any of that. I don't think the Rising has anything new this year I really want. Oh, the Naimia Potpourri's back. Hello, 1.0 Minfilia. Oh my gosh, we're hearing Olda music. Now, who is this cat boy? He has on, I think that's a friendship circlet. It looks like a friendship circlet. Or like the headband you would wear, right? It looks like it. Welcome to Olda. Wait, this is how I started. I remember this so vividly. This is how the wolf first enters Olda. This is exactly how you enter. You just see a giant grand city. Oi, adventurer, over here. I think that's how, I think it was that? I'm pretty sure it was that. Literally, this is going just like when I started in Old. This is going exactly the same. Who are you, bright-eyed youth? What a funny name. Oh boy, you don't want to know half the stuff I've been through. Experienced adventurer, you say, and you want to help me on my way? Well, I certainly could use some guidance. I've never been anywhere near as big and busy as Old Da. My name is Nagia Jakya, but just Nagi will do. And as you have rightly... Yes, I am an aspiring adventurer. That's why I left my village and came here. So, I understand that you first need to register at the Adventurers Guild. Do you know where it is? Yes, because I went there myself my first time. I don't know if it's Olda every time. I started an Olda myself, so just through that door. Is it? Thank you. I'll head there at once. Wait, kiddo. You're rushing off head first. If this was Balmung, you would be screwed over. Nagi rushes off before you can offer explanation. Perhaps you should follow him to the quicksand. It's really funny because some of these sprouts honestly might be starting their very first time in here. Like this cat girl, for example, she's wearing like the default outfit. Well, thank goodness we're not on Belmong. Hello. He's wearing such an Aroma Reborn glam, by the way. It's just such an Aroma Reborn glam. In and out. In and out. Come on, Nagi. You can do it. Oh, it's you again. To be honest, I'm quite nervous. It's heartening to have you here, too. There's nothing to worry about. It's just Momodi. I should go find that video. I have the video stored in my Twitch of my first time ever playing 14. I have it stored. My problem, why I haven't uploaded it yet, is I just did not care for the dialogue immediately. I was like, oh, look, dialogue. Oh, look, side quests. And then I immediately started getting uninterested by the dialogue. If I actually do upload that to YouTube, I'm going to cut out a lot of the parts of me ignoring stuff. Why, hello there. What can I do for you today? The lad's here to register, is he? Yes, madam. I wish to join the Adventurers Guild. My name is Nagia Jakia. I am 16 years old, practically a grown man. Aren't we a lively one? Momodi's the name, and if you want to be an adventurer, then you come to the right woman. There's nothing to it, really. You just need to write your name in the register. Come, come. Yes, join the Adventurers Guild. It's all gonna go great. With that, you're officially a member of the Adventurers Guild. If you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, do pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. We're not gonna go into that. Momodi's love life is sure something. Now then, normally I'd offer you the grand tour. But in light of present company, I reckon you ought to have it from him. He's a renowned adventurer, after all, the bleeding champion of Eorzea. You could do far worse than to get his advice. I also started here too. It is I. I remember I wore such an ugly robe my first time in here. To begin with, mayhap you could recommend a guild here in Ul'dah for Nagi to join. If it's too noisy in here, there are benches just outside where you can have a nice little chat. Make him a crafter. I mean, I am a black mage main. You would think I would just choose the Thaumaturgist Guild, however... As we learned from the marketing in this cursed game, they casting jobs aren't viewed as very heroic. Hello, Catboy. I must confess, choosing a guild is quite daunting. I'd appreciate any advice you can offer. The following event cannot be skipped, oh my. Alright, let's talk guilds. I'm all ears, Salix. Adventuring can be dangerous. What attracted you to it? A merchant who was in a carriage with me. A Brit. Oh, wait, it's that old man. It has to be that old man who took me, Alfino, and Alice here way back in the day. At the time, I couldn't give a proper answer. I had a reason for leaving home, of course, but I couldn't express it in words. But now having set foot in Ul'dah, it's become clear in my mind. I wanted to know what lay beyond the horizon, wanted to see it with my own eyes and be amidst it. You've been to many places, right? You like it then? Traveling, that is. Traveling, yeah, I do like traveling. I love seeing the sights in 14, like, not for ether currents or for the sightseeing log though, but I mean, I like seeing the landscape and then moving on to the next MSQ quest. So you do, so you do. I have an older sister. During the calamity, we fled Gridania and took refuge in a village in the mountains. I ended up staying in that secluded place, and it's been a dream of mine to travel the world. But, inexperienced as I am, I don't know if I could live a life on the road. Is there a guild that could equip me with the skills I need? Let me reread this again. I ended up in a secluded place where this has been lying long a dream mind to travel the world. Is there a guild I can... Do I want him to be a disciple of the hand or a disciple of the land? I recently picked up crafting, actually, endgame crafting. Don't do it, buddy. It's a pyramid scam. Let's do fighting arts. I see. A place where I can learn how to protect myself and others. If I recall correctly, Ul'dah is home to the Pugilist and Thaumaturgist guilds. Of those two, I'd choose the Pugilist. Always enjoyed rigorous exercise, and I'm quite confident in my physical abilities. Yes, I believe this is the guild for me. I'll go and join at once. They know me. I have Monk at 90. I can show you the guild if you like. Oh, no. Thanks for your concern, but I should be fine. If you still have time, though, could we meet again afterwards? There are a few more things I'd like to ask you about. I guess. Great. I'll look for you when I'm done. Goodbye, cat boy. Oh, look at Salix. I'm gonna screenshot him. You wait a good while, but there's still no sign of Nagi. Perhaps you should look in on him at the Pugilist Guild. Oh, is this cutscene still going? Oh, geez. Oh, no, we're good. I love that Answers is playing again in the cities. I didn't really get it. Oh, it says M. I didn't really get it. Oh my gosh, someone's playing freaking Flow. Dang it, guys. But I didn't really get the significance with Answers my first time the Rising went around, and now that I've gone through so much in this cursed game, hearing Answers be hidden different now. Cutscene. Oh no, the music's all silly. That was the most impressive display, young one. Watching you, I reminded myself in my youth. Swift, strong, and handsome. Not to say I'm not these things anymore, of course. You're too kind, Master Hamon. Hamon? I forgot his name is Hamon. It's literally ham. And I'm sure you're still all those things and more. Now, Nagi. Take care you don't flatter the old man too much. His neck couldn't bear his head getting any bigger. Wow, look at these guys. They're already good friends. Oh, Salix, I'm glad to see that pugilism agrees with me. My thanks for your recommendation. Well now, Salix, to think that you are the one who sent Nagi to us. The lad possesses rare talent, and I look forward to watching him grow in our art. I guess it's worked out. Right then, my boy. Remember today's lesson well, and keep at your training. Next time, we shall try something a little harder. Wait, he's a JoJo reference? Oh! I didn't know that. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. So engrossed was I in the combinations, I lost track of time. Or should I mention something? As I was in training, a peculiar minstrel approached me. He said that if I'm resolved to walk an adventurous path, I should seek him out for a task. Moreover, he asked that you accompany me. If you're willing, he's apparently waiting at the Ruby Road Exchange. Da 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 da. Goodbye. I did not realize it was a JoJo reference. I literally went through all the monk job quests without realizing. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I see people with their wind-up Emmets. I want my wind-up... Well, actually, no, that's not wind-up Emmet, technically. That's wind-up Solus. Do you think they're actually going to make a wind-up Emmet? They have to. They have to. What do you have to say, Catboy? Here he is, Salix, the minstrel. Hello, Yoshi P. We meet again. I have been suffering a lot with the extreme trial you wanted to talk to me about, that you're singing about. I don't know. My friend, you've done a splendid job as a guide. I was right to entrust the task to you. What? Do you mean to say Salix approached me at your behest? He did, I must confess. You see, for my next composition, I seek to capture the essence of the times. While any number of subjects should be worthwhile, of greatest interest to me is the recent rise in the ranks of adventurers. In thus bringing different generations of adventurers together, I had hoped for inspiration to strike, and I'm pleased to say that it has. Drawing upon your experience walking your path, you have helped Nagi to begin walking his, a reminder that present owes its existence to the past. That is to say, the present and the past have deeply entwined. If we would capture the former, we cannot well disregard the latter, and this brings me to my next request. I ask that you each find an object with a connection to the calamity, the event which gave rise to the realm's rebirth, and present it to me with its tale. Well now, that sounds not unlike a treasure hunt, and it'd be my very first task as an adventurer. What do you say, Salar? Shall we do it? I guess. Excellent. When you have your items, pray seek me out at the Ruby Road Exchange. I eagerly look forward to seeing what you bring. There are many vendors in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, right? Chances are they'll have something, so let's begin our search there. The merchants? I don't trust these old dumb merchants. Oh my gosh, EX4 literally was a living nightmare. Like, I am sobbing. I am sobbing. This Savage Tears Extremes have been an absolute nightmare to do on Party Finder, especially week 1. Unreal? I cleared Sephiroth's Unreal, and it's probably one of the most stressful trials I have ever healed in this cursed game. I'm gonna be honest. I have never ever had everything on cooldown so badly as Sephiroth EX. I don't think that's solo healable. EX4 also feels similarly about with the Party Finder is that just the moment you add so much individual responsibility, Party Finder starts ripping apart. Alright, Catboy, accompany me. Come on, let's begin looking around. Oh, when you're accompanied, you may encounter conversation points. Of course, we'll do those. Where are the conversation points? Oh, there's one over here. Hello. Discuss the local cuisine. Oh, this is the local cuisine. Goodness, but everything looks amazing. In the course of your journeys, you must have sampled all kinds of food, from simple fare to exotic feasts. I look forward to sampling everything too. I want to G-pose with him. I did say I made a promise since the start of this expansion. I was like, I'm gonna take a G-pose with every single person that accompanies me ever. Welcome, welcome. What is it that you're after? Objects with a connection to the calamity, you say? Why, I have just the thing, an amethyst ring from Ishgard, steeped in sentimental value. 5 years ago, on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, a young temple knight set out from his homeland, wishing to do his part for Eorzea when his nation would not. Alas, the man never arrived in the flats. Oh no, I wonder if he was ever talked about in 1.0 during the final patches. En route, he came upon a merchant being attacked by a dragon and lost his life going to the stranger's aid. This was his ring, an heirloom passed down through his line. What a tragic tale. But I wonder, how did the ring find its way back? If the knight fell, it seems the merchant couldn't have survived unscathed. Oh, he's lying to us. No, I don't buy this anymore. Ah, I remember now. Though the knight was mortally wounded, he succeeded in striking down the dragon, and with his last breath, he entrusted the ring to the merchant. Yes, that's totally how it happened. So what do you say? If you're interested, I would be willing to part with the relic for a special price, but for today only. This feels a bit dubious. I don't trust this guy anymore. Shall we look around some more? There's bound to be some other things out there. Little Lalafell scammer. Too bad the marker board is doing all the scamming. Do you have anything else to say? The works of Jabentia, the brightest new star in the world of glass art. Oh, this is from... I think this is from last year's Rising? Was it last year's or was it the year before? Oh my gosh. I'm getting to that point now where I'm like, was it the year before or was it the year after? But yeah, it's I vividly remember that painting. Oh, if it isn't Salix, how have you been, my friend? I'm still working on my craft, as you can see. And for the Rising this year, Austin has organized this street exhibit for me. Please feel free to browse at your leisure, and don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions. We're looking for objects that bear connections to the Calamity. Do you have anything that fits the description? Oh, excuse me. As a matter of fact, I do. Yonder pane, entitled the Sultana 7, depicts an inspiring event from the Calamity. 'Twas the final days before the fall of Dalamud. In its inexorable approach foretelling our impending doom, panic spread like a wildfire, while many in their desperation turned on the Sultanate. Looting and rioting broke across Ulda. To quell the masses, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects, for they alone had the courage to stand with their Sultana. There, she addressed the rabble. Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realm lies upon the brink of the 7th umbral era, yet, so long as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take from your neighbor, but to proffer him the hand of succor. Brought to their senses by her words, the people laid down their arms and set about healing the wounds they themselves had inflicted on Ulda. And those who returned from the battlefield found their home, as much as they had left it, a gleaming jewel in the desert. Her Majesty sounds like a great ruler. Ulda is fortunate to have her watching over it. Thanks for sharing the tale. It's indeed inspiring, and you've done an incredible job capturing it in glass. So far, so good. Let's just look around just a little more. Oh wait, so was that year, did we get, that was the Rising 2020 a painting and a minion? Because I thought 2020 also had Wind Up Artbird. I am very confused on. I think those both were the same year, and then last year was just an umbrella, because that would make sense, because everyone last year was complaining that the rewards weren't good. That the rewards were just an umbrella. Oh my gosh, I have to turn off player characters. There. Ta-da! The Rising 2022. And he existed before then. I thought I got it as a reward that year though. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe 2020 was the minigame. Because I remember vividly the minigame. As much as I don't want to. Oh, a collectible appraiser. No, I already dealt enough with you. Discuss for, oh, not the House of Splendors. This is Rowena. No, you do not want to associate with these people. I see you're not familiar with the house. We offer wares in exchange for scripts, but our services are available only to those whom we know and trust. So if I want to be a customer, I need to make a name for myself. One day, Nagi. One day. I would still not want to talk to them. Greetings. From daily necessities to unusual curios, I deal in all manner of wares. If there is something in particular you seek, you need but ask. Do you have any ancient knickknacks? Objects to do with the Calamity. The two of you are adventurers, are you not? In which case, I have something that may be of interest. It's a journal I acquired from an adventurer who retired injured. The man recorded his experiences during the calamity in detail, and I dare say it has value for students of history. Oh, an adventurer's first-hand account. I'd love to pore over it. Do you keep a journal of your adventures as well, Salix? If so, I'd love to read it too, one day, with your permission, of course. Oh, for another historical piece, I have a scrapbook of articles from The Raven, Redania's leading tabloid. These mainly cover events outside the calamity, however. Articles from The Raven, you say? I dare say we've seen enough. Let's find a quiet spot to discuss what to bring back. Oh, you have seen enough objects and learned stories behind them. Make your way to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange with Nagia and speak with him. We are off. An object with a connection to the calamity. I wonder what manner of things we'll find. I need to hydrate. Hydration check. I've been doing really bad about staying hydrated lately. Very, very badly. Hello, Major General. Right. This looks as a good spot as any. Oh, am I gonna get yeeted away too? Hello. I don't know about you, but this is all very new and exciting to me. Talking to myriad people, learning the tale behind each object, it's been a great experience and I won't soon forget it. Now then, we need to decide what we want to take to the minstrel. Have you made up your mind? Not the Ishgardian Knights. I think it's going to be the Sultana 7. In my opinion, I feel like it's going to be the Sultana 7. Watch me be wrong. I see. I did consider that too, but in the end settled on something else. What is it? If you don't mind, I'd like to keep it a surprise. Come, let us purchase our respective items and meet back where the minstrel awaits. I don't know why. You obtained a Sultana 7 pain. It feels like this year's Rising is slightly longer than usual. Maybe it's just me. But I think we're already at the end. Oh, we are, because Emmett's already there. You reveal your selection to Nagia, but he chooses to keep his a surprise. Having then acquired your respective items, you head back to the Ruby Road Exchange where the wandering minstrel awaits. Where are you, Yoshi P? Hello, Yoshi P. I am ready to do my break the fourth wall with you. You'll find out what I chose soon enough. Welcome back. You've each found an item, I trust? But of course. Well now, what do we have here? Yes, the Sultana 7. I know it well. 'Tis an iconic tale of leadership amidst great adversity. It may be said that Her Majesty's actions that fateful day helped to forge Ul'dah as it is now. In that sense, it well suits the theme for my composition. Now then, what have you, young Nagi? What did you bring? And what might this be? It's a scrapbook of articles from The Raven. You see, my sister is a reporter for the tabloid. Wait, is your sister? Wait, they have the same surname! Kippy Jakya! Nagia Jakya! Wait a second. During the calamity, she traveled the realm, interviewing adventurers about their journeys, and I loved nothing more than to hear her tales. They seemed like such a diverse crowd, adventurers. No two people were alike, and yet they were united in the free, unshackled lives they lived. It struck a chord with me, and in time I found myself admiring them. Looking back, it was my sister who instilled in me the desire to see the world, to become an adventurer. That's why I chose this scrapbook. Wow, your own life experience. I see. The footprints someone leaves on their journey to become the starting point for another. I actually really like that. Wow. Not me getting emotional. Yes, a verse comes to me. A blessing for those souls who are taking their first cherry steps into the unknown. Pray, lend me your ears. Oh, here we go. I'm ready to be put into another plane of existence. It happens every single year. I had no idea what was going on my first rising either. I was like, who is this Ardbert minion? I guess that the same can be said the sprouts that are getting this Emmet minion. Hello, Yoshi P. I am hearing, I am feeling, and I am thinking. And boy have I. Or, oh, these are all the default roles. Hello. Look at them all. My gosh, this is so ARR. What the? Oh, he's a Reaper! Oh, that's right, Yoshi P is a Reaper. Last year was a Paladin. Hello, Yoshi P. Greetings, Warrior of Light. I mean, year after year, it's always us being shocked. This is a world that exists outside of your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. First of all, I wish to thank you for continuing to grace us with your presence. You and your fellow adventurers are our inspiration, and this shall never change. The world, however, is an ever-changing place, mysterious in his elusiveness. Unexpected hardships may turn our lives upside down, and though we all desire peace deep within our hearts, the sparks of conflict never cease to be struck. Like an adventurer's journey, the world is constantly moving towards the unknown, and it takes considerable courage to alter the course. Oh, believe me, but I did. Yet I ardently believe that it is but a small but a significant step in our quest to create new adventurers. Indeed, another great change is about to visit the world, and it shall open the way to exciting new journeys. And 'tis our abiding hope that our journey together shall forever continue on, to the distant horizon and beyond. Aww. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Return to walking your path, and know that you are in our hearts, always. Till next we meet, I bid you safe travels. Goodbye, Yoshi P. Goodbye, all you default characters. I really like those small moments. Thank you for the generous reward and the uplifting verse. It gives me courage for the road ahead. Speaking of which, it's time I set out on my own. Though it was brief, I enjoyed our time together, and I hope to see you again, somewhere out there. I'm sure I'll see you or your sister again, too, as well. Pass my regards to your sister. Wave. Goodbye, brand new sprout. Though much and more was lost in the calamity, intrepid souls continue to set forth, paving the way unto the future. In such a moment in history do we stand. And for you, I would perform another song. Maybe this time I can actually listen to it. Your life is a riddle, to bear gladness and grief. 'Neath stars and through storms, the answers to seek. Your footprints are the threads, to be gathered and woven. A song of dawn resplendent, dancing high to the heavens. From the embrace of the gods, though mankind has been torn, upon wind's eternal lives, memories are born. The future is unwritten, bring it rapture or sorrow, our journey shall continue, unto tomorrow and tomorrow. Ah. Oh, I got it too late. I was too slow with that. Fireworks! Fireworks. Every year there's always fireworks. I wonder, how did you feel as you watched Nagi set off? Did the sight fill you with worry for a fledgling adventurer, or did it awaken fond memories of your own humble beginnings? Whichever it may be, I know that yours is a journey more trying than most. There will be times when you are overcome by loneliness, and each step feels heavier than the last. In such a moment, I bid you remember this. So long as you harbor love for this world, ever shall there be a place for you in it. Your adventures will never end. Nod. My screenshot sounded so loud, I'm sorry. And that is this year's Rising. I always get a bit emotional. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, and here's wind up. Clockwork Solus. No lands must remain beyond its grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule. Seasonal event is done. The whole 9 yalms. I can't believe next year is already going to be the 10th already. I can't believe next year is going to be the 10th Rising. I wonder what they're going to prepare for that. It's the 10th one. There's bound to be a bunch of celebration. I'm looking forward to it. Let me see. I think I saw a screenshot that Yoshi P is doing an illegal pose here. Hello. The end of one journey marks the beginning of another. For all those who continue to forge on in a world risen from the ashes, this humble minstrel would offer a song. I think it will be patch 6.4 by the 10th Rising. Gosh, it'll already be the end of the expansion soon. Let me check. Does the vendor have anything new? I don't know if any of these are worth buying, to be honest. I think the only reward I saw was, well, the Emmet minion. Okie dokie. Well, I couldn't find the Catboy anywhere, but I'm gonna end the recording here. If you have been listening in on this point, thank you so much for watching. I do have plenty of other side stories that we'll be uploading on YouTube later, like the Tataru side quest and Tales of Newfound Adventure. I will also be doing a video on that too. But yeah, I'll see you around. Bye-bye now. Another year, another 14ing.